English Writing Skills, Punctuation Marks, Lesson 6. After Lesson 1, you may still be asking the question, which words should be capitalized in titles? It could depend on personal preferences, but in formal writing, the style and format will likely be decided by an authority, like a publisher or a professor. In any case, the key is consistency. Choose a format and stick to it. There are different style and format guides out there. You can do a search, find these different guides, then choose a format, stick to it. An instructor may ask you to use MLA format. MLA stands for Modern Language Association. Other writers use Chicago style. They follow the Chicago Manual of Style. In academic publications, you'll often see APA format. APA stands for American Psychological Association. In journalism, you'll encounter the AP style. The Associated Press has their own style book. Here's my own answer to the question, which words should be capitalized in titles? The first word, nouns, pronouns, adjectives, verbs, adverbs, and particles of phrasal verbs. As for longer prepositions, originally I was taught to capitalize prepositions if they had more than 3 letters. In recent years, I've been trying to change that practice. I've been trying not to capitalize any of my prepositions, and that's a practice that I've seen other writers use. It's advised by at least one of the style and format guides. Practice. Punctuate the sentences. 1. I'll give you a moment to edit the sentence, and then I'll tell you the answer. Answer. John Travolta played likable characters in Saturday Night Fever and Grease. First, we capitalize the T in John Travolta's name, and then we capitalize main words in the titles. Those are titles of movies, so we place the words in italics. 2. Answer. In Phenomenon, Travolta plays a character who develops special powers to learn things quickly, make accurate predictions, and move objects with his mind. First, we're going to capitalize the P in Phenomenon and place that movie title in italics. I'll also use a comma to set off the introductory phrase, and be sure to capitalize the T in Travolta. We do not need a comma to set off the adjective clause because it gives necessary information. However, we will need commas to separate the items in our series. Three. Answer. At first, George is scared by some of his powers, and the song "Every Day is a Winding Road" reflects this. I'm going to use a comma to set off that introductory phrase. Then I'll capitalize the G in George, because that's a proper noun. I also suggest using a comma before the conjunction "and" to separate my two independent clauses. As for the song title, we're going to capitalize all the main words, adjectives, nouns, the verb, and we'll place that song title in double quotation marks. Four. Answer. The song "Change the World" plays when George and others learn to see the possibilities of the human mind. This sentence needs just a little bit of editing. First, we'll place the song title in double quotation marks, and we'll capitalize the verb and the noun. Also, we'll capitalize the G in George again. Five. Answer. The maturity of George Malley contrasts with the youth of Vinnie Barbarino, the high school student that Travolta played in the TV show Welcome Back, Kotter. First, we need to capitalize names: George Malley, Vinnie Barbarino, Travolta, Kotter. The TV show title has 3 words. They're all principal words, important words, so they need to be capitalized. A TV show is a large artistic work, so we'll place the title in italics. We need a comma to separate the main statement from that last phrase, the long phrase at the end. It gives information about who Vinnie Barbarino is. In that phrase, there is an adjective clause that Travolta played in the TV show Welcome Back, Kotter. It's necessary to identify the high school student. No comma is needed there. Six. Answer. Stephen King's novel, Carrie, tells the tale of another person with special abilities, but that young woman's talents are much more frightening than George Malley's. Let's start by capitalizing letters. The K in Stephen King's last name. The C in Carrie. That's a title of a novel. George Malley again will be capitalized. Let's go back to the title of the book, the novel, Carrie. It is a large artistic work, so we'll place it in italics. We're also missing some apostrophes here. Whose novel? Stephen King's novel. Whose talents? That young woman's talents. And of course in George Malley's, apostrophe S. We'll also place double quotation marks around talents because I'm using that in a very special way. If you know the story, you'll know that the talents aren't very kind ones. They're quite horrifying. So we'll place that in double quotation marks.
Let's use this final statement to review some of the patterns we learned in this lesson. As seen in the movie The Sixth Sense, special abilities can be burdensome to those who possess them. Where's the title of the movie? Here. Okay, let's capitalize the words that need to be capitalized. The is an article, but because it's the first word, we're going to capitalize it. And then all the other principal words, important ones, the sixth sense. We have an adjective clause at the end. Do we need this to identify those? Yes, because if I left that adjective clause out, it would make no sense. Burdensome to those. Which those? What people are we talking about? It's necessary. It identifies those. I do not need a comma. Those who possess them. Those who possess the special abilities. That's all for this lesson. Thanks for watching and happy studies.
Please visit my website today at www.englishwithjennifer.com. You'll find study tips, interactive exercises, vocabulary videos, and more.